Hey guys, Blake here with Gadgets and Gear. Today I wanted to do a quick review of the 511 Rush 24 for you. We're out here on a little day hike and using the pack as a camera bag and also just to hold some supplies, and I thought I'd take you through it real quick. You guys do know that I've done a review of the 511 Rush 24 as well. If you want, go check that out now. I'll be comparing the two a lot in this video. To start off, there are two major differences between the Rush 12 and the Rush 24. The main being that the Rush 24 has no, the Rush 12 has no side pouches. On the Rush 24, there's a zipper that goes down the side, and you've got an extra bottle on the sides here to carry water bottles or whatever else you can fit in there. The Rush 12 does not have that. Additionally, on the Rush 12, the back panel, you notice here, this top admin pouch is just a single pouch. On the Rush 24, it's two D-shaped pouches, which open up here and they butterfly open, and they've got little pockets and slits inside. It's really nice to have that organization, and it's a shame that this bag doesn't have it, but I do understand that in keeping it small and compact, they wanted to reduce that. They say this is a 12-hour bag. I forget the exact displacement of the bag, but I'll annotate it in there for you. It is a good sized day pack. I feel like for day hiking packs, you kind of got to keep them smaller so that you're not inclined to overpack them. You know, if you're not taking a sleep system and a shelter, there's really not a need for too much to stuff in here. So with that all being said, we'll talk about overall build quality and design. It is a really, really nice bag built with 1000 denier, 1050 actually denier Cordura nylon. All of the zips are YKK. The nice big one up on top here is a number 12 coil. I think the rest are number 12 or 10. Either way, it's a nice big self-healing YKK zip. All the rest, I believe, are number 10s or 8s. I forget what the differentiator there is, but anyway, suffice to say that they're all really nice, really smooth. I never have a problem with these hanging up. I wish they just put these zips on everything. The surface of the bag itself, the Cordura nylon, you guys know 1000 denier is really tough. But it is heavy, which is why I'd relegate this just to a day pack, and it's one of the reasons I wouldn't suggest you use your 24 as a day pack unless you're just like a really buff dude or chick. So, all that being said, let's start breaking into the actual features. The shoulder straps here are pretty comfortable. You can see they have a yoke on the top, and on the new design, they've got a stitching here and stitching here rather than the one in the middle. They say this is less prone to break. I haven't had any problems with my old Rush 24, which had that single stitch design, so really can't comment on that, but it seems good to me. I haven't had any issues, and I have realistically overloaded this pack. You can see on the front here, it's got MOLLE loops down the front here and two just utility loops at the top. These are good for passing hydration tubes through if you like using those. You've also got some on the bottom here, which you can use to clip on like a neck knife or something like that. On the back, speaking of hydration, it does have a dedicated hydration bladder pouch, and this is where the back support comes in. It's a semi-rigid plastic panel. It works pretty well at keeping, you know, like pointy objects off your back. You can see here the slight disadvantage is that it will curve in. I don't know if you can see that real well on camera, but the back panel is actually curved, and it should be a little bit the other way in this part of the spine. So I'll call that a little bit of a disadvantage. Again, for a pack this size, I'm not gonna really be expecting too much advanced suspension features. Speaking of advanced suspension features, you can see that I've kind of jimmy rigged this, this belt on. This is a 511 double duty belt, I think. And it's got these two little loops on the sides that I think are designed for, you know, passing some kind of a waist belt through. I don't really know, you need a really light belt to go through that loop, okay? So I just put it through one side. I'm testing it out today. It seems to actually be working really, really well. I think if you're gonna use a day pack for actual hiking, it should have a waist belt. It's just an integral part of how you keep weight off your shoulders and keep your body feeling good is by getting it onto your hip bones. Okay, moving inside the pack. It does have the same glasses compartment that you guys are used to on all the Rush packs. You can see I've got some nice protein bars in there, and my cell phone stuffed in there as well. Love this feature of the pack. If anything can be said of the 511 packs, they've got just a ton of organizational capacity. Additionally, up on the top here, you can see it does have the carry handle. They rate this to something stupid like 1,600 pounds or 2,000 pounds or something. Of course, the bag won't support that much weight. but it is a really nicely made carry handle, and I love having these on here because even if it's stuffed, you can grab this by this and, you know, really feel confident in your ability to not dump the whole thing on the ground. Additionally, there are these two little patches on the side that have an X diagram cut in them so you can pass your hydration bladder through. I really don't like this, and I mentioned this briefly on the Rush 24 review, but the cuts in this fabric are extraordinarily sharp. So what I'd do is, if I was actually going to use a hydration bladder and I don't, I'd go through here and snip these off with like a wire cutter or something, because I feel like this is actually going to damage your tube over time. You can also pass like a radio antenna, I think they said through there, whatever. All right, moving on to the back panel, your admin compartments. Again, 511 makes awesome admin capabilities in their bags. So in the top panel here, you can see I've got just a bunch of crap thrown in there. There's no organization inside here, and it is unlined. It's just, you know, the plain Cordura. But it's got room for a lot of stuff. I've got my, my Vamo V3 in there. Nice little mountaintop vape. I also got some of the 10 essentials in here. I've got an inhaler, I've got my car keys, flashlight, I've got painkillers, I've got chapstick, and a multi-tool. So it's a good amount of storage that this little pouch gives you. And I like to have that for the stuff that I know I'm gonna need to grab, you know, pretty quickly. I need access to. All right, now moving on to the back compartment here. I will note, you can see it has some loop Velcro here for you to attach morale patches, name tapes to, whatever. And it is all MOLLE all the way up the sides of the back. I think that kind of goes without saying at this point. And the MOLLE is good. It's the correct, it's 1 inch by 1 inch sections, so it actually works with real MOLLE gear. In the back here, and I love that these all just like fold open. You can see it's got these two pouches. These are designed to fit AR-15 mags. Whoever would use that for that purpose, I don't know. But anyway, it's designed to fit 2 AR mags. I use it for holding water bottles, which it does quite well. I've got some Welcemont gloves that were treated with Snow Seal. These are awesome, and Snow Seal is fucking awesome. If you guys have any leather gear that you want to make waterproof, Snow Seal. I'll make a separate video on that sometime. I've also got my fire making essentials back here. So I got a ferrocerium rod and some lifeboat matches, easy mode, hard mode, roll of duct tape. Additionally, I have some water purification tablets and some parachute cord hiding down there in the bottom. I think I might have a rag stuffed in this back zipper compartment. Yeah, I do. And then there's a divider compartment here, which I don't have anything in currently, but oh, well, that's where the gloves went. So you can see, guys, that 511 just does a good job. I'm not even gonna bother stuffing them in there, of giving you room to organize your kit. And that's one of the things I really, really like about this bag and all of their bags, is there's just plenty of nooks and crannies so you can make sure that you're not like, it's the antithesis of a lady's purse, right? It's not this like bottomless hole that all your gear just gets stuffed in, along with your lipstick and your like pet dog, and your fucking AR-15 goes in there as well, and it's just this big jumble of crap. This allows you to be organized. It allows you to have your gear where you can get to it easily and painlessly, and not slow you down too much. All right, that being said, let's get into the main compartment. You can see I got a couple of compression straps I need to break on the side. I would really like if these compression straps were lower down here in like the lumbar, because that would actually, if you cranked it down, it would actually correct that curvature of the pack. So 511, next time, throw me one down here, not up here. All right. Again, zips are just awesome on these things. So here's the main compartment. I've got a Condor soft shell. It's the Summit model. I'll do a review of that one of these days. I like it pretty well. There are some features that really bug me, but otherwise it's a good jacket. Anyway, I digress. A couple of slightly insulated leather gloves because it was chilly when I started this morning. And then on the back here, you've got these mesh panels to, again, help you organize. This is where I kept all my audio recording gear that you're listening to right now, so it's empty, and a filter for my 5D. And then we have some, I've got my individual first aid kit that I built here, and this is where my Sony RX100 would have gone. So guys, that is the complete outline of the Rush 12 by 511. It's a great pack. I'm gonna hoist it right now just to show you what it looks like on my pack. For reference, I am 6'4" and 200 pounds. So there it is, all the way around. I'll hike it up a little bit, and I'll show you with the belt on as well. It's a little bit of a faff to get this thing on, but it goes through there and then through there, and you're good to go. Anyway guys, until next time, this is Blake with Gadgets and Gear. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Hey guys, Blake here with Gadgets and Gear. Today I wanted to do a quick review of the 511 Rush 24 for you. We're out here on a little day hike and using the pack as a camera bag and also just to hold some supplies, and I thought I'd take you through it real quick. You guys do know that I've done a review of the 511 Rush 24 as well. If you want, go check that out now. I'll be comparing the two a lot in this video. To start off, there are two major differences between the Rush 12 and the Rush 24. The main being that the Rush 24 has no, the Rush 12 has no side pouches. On the Rush 24, there's a zipper that goes down the side, and you've got an extra bottle on the sides here to carry water bottles or whatever else you can fit in there. The Rush 12 does not have that. Additionally, on the Rush 12, the back panel, you notice here, this top admin pouch is just a single pouch. On the Rush 24, it's two D-shaped pouches, which open up here and they butterfly open, and they've got little pockets and slits inside. It's really nice to have that organization, and it's a shame that this bag doesn't have it, but